This is the House of Parliament where men and women have sat for decades, making decisions that would affect all our lives. Do they really work in the interests of the people or themselves? They sit at the round tables, trying to decipher which way to turn. Is it left or is it right? Have the people benefited from those decisions? Our people have suffered for far too long. Change should not be a figment of the imagination, but reality. Every boy, every girl, every man, every woman are equally important. The market vendor joyfully sells her produce. The fish vendor skillfully uses his cutlass to cut the fish. Keep on working. Let your smile be your motivation. Build a community of brotherly and sisterly love. Don't give up on your dreams. Surround yourself with positive thinkers. Think big and keep on moving. Keep pushing the envelope. Yes, push that envelope until you have succeeded. You may have made many mistakes, but that is no reason to stop. Don't you dare give up. Get ready for that overflow. Get ready for that breakthrough. The overflow is coming. Showers of blessings. Stay cool. Stay calm. Stay collective. Ride the rough waves of life. Hold on to that rope tightly. Just keep working. Keep moving. Keep believing. Self-motivation. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lies and Deceit. I am your host, Soraya Alexander, better known as Soso. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is such, a thrill. I am watching on two places. I'm watching you guys on Facebook. Hi, my lovelies on Facebook. And I'm also watching my fans on YouTube, and there are quite a bit of them watching on YouTube. Hello guys, YouTube, I'm not forgetting y'all. I came in tonight and I posted, hey guys, love you loads. And one of my young supporters, Troy, hi Troy, I tell you, Troy is also fan, Troy came to say, good night, Auntie Soso, love you. I love you more, Troy. And it's really nice, I think some people like the YouTube experience because of they can, just stream it on their flat screen TV, 40-inch, 70-inch, and sit and really enjoy it. And some of them do not really want to get in the back and forth, so they go across to YouTube. So my YouTube people, I really love you. I really thank you for supporting Soso. You are so wonderful. And to my darlings on Facebook, how are you doing? Let me shout Tiny. Let me shout Miriam. Let me shout Angel, Ian, how you doing? Berthelina, where is Anisha, my girl, all the way from Canada? Let me shout Shane, Sophie, baby. Melissa, how you doing, darling? Rosemary, how are you? How are y'all? How are y'all? How are y'all? How are Magilta, darling? I love you, girl. Thanks for the coffees. This girl is just supporting her, so love you, love you, love you. Before the show, she bought me coffees. Thank you, darling. Love you. Hi, Hyacinth. Yulina. Hi, Aisha. She's always watching. Hi, Bibiano. How are you, darling? Always watching too. Thank you all. Sarah, thanks for watching. You people are so awesome. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hi, Simone. Let me just shout y'all out for a bit, because tonight it hot. It hot. I coming on hard tonight. Y'all know y'all go. Loveness, how are you, darling? Hope you good. Julian, how are you, Dudu? How are y'all? How are y'all? Elita, how are you? How are you, Henrietta? How are you, darling? Marva, good night, Diane. Good night, sweetie. Hi, Cleopatra. Bonsoir. How are you, darling? Janice? Lucretia, I have to shout you out because when I have a guest, I have to get back to work, you know. But when it's me alone, you know, I can play with my time. Clarette, how you doing? Lucretia? Tessa? Elsie, how are you, Elsie? How is my girl? How's she doing? Give her a kiss for me, baby. Hi, Mr. Lewis. Mary, how are you? Hi, my Dudu is watching. Hi, Colin, how you doing? Hi, Fleur, good night, darling. Sylvie, how are you, Dudu? How are you, Sylvie? Thank you for watching, Sylvia Leon. Thank you, darling. Marilyn, good night, baby. Lydia, good night. How are you? Sonji, where's this Cajatina? Now, my people, let's rock and roll. But before, I just want to say to my fans that I am ever grateful and ever thankful for the support that you have given to buy me a coffee. You guys went out on Saturday, from Saturday morning. My FBI friend started the coffee spree. My FBI friend started. When I got up, I'm like, wow, coffee. I messaged him. I said, boy, you want to get me drunk? You know, I said, no, sure, you know. Hey, what's wrong with you? So thank you, Stanio, darling. Love you. He has been my friend, and he's a country boy. He's been my friend through politics, and it's a friend to keep. And these are the people you need to make friends with, you know. So let me say hi to your wife and your sons. I know your son is getting ready to go to college, and your daughter. Love you. Now, tonight, someone bought me coffee and the person said, bravo, so sent me a kiss and said, thank you, sweetie. Arnold, as always, never fails, bought me 4 coffees. Melissa, shout out to Melissa. Melissa became a member. And she said to me, keep up the good work. When you become a member, it means every month you support the show. Whether you buy coffee or not, that means you're supporting the show. So if you're not a member, go ahead, become a member. Support what I'm doing. Because I gave in y'all quality. And my girl Doris Lamontine bought me coffees. Hello, Doris. Hello to your husband, Patrick. I know you guys love my show all the way yonder overseas. Thank you. And someone else bought me coffee. And Magilta, you know, these days on a roll, always buying me coffees. And Anthony Mondesi, you know, your video had some girls going crazy asking me, who is this fine guy? You know, Anthony. So when you come under my live tonight, Anthony Mondesi, they have some flubbo girls eyeing you. They say you're hot. But Anthony Mondesi self is a trip. Anthony, let me tell you, and this is why I'm saying politics, we shouldn't hate each other. We can have our opinions, but not hate each other. You know, let me tell you what happened. I banned Anthony from my page because Anthony's so miserable. But I never banned him because I find he was not insultive. But, you know, people said he was getting on his their nerves, and then he started writing nonsense on my page. So I banned him. And then lo and behold, I'm just there chilling on Friday. And then I got a message on Instagram. Anthony was liming with some of my friends, my supporters who buy me coffees and, you know, from Texas who really love their susu. And Anthony sent me a video. And then all the others spoke. They said what they had to say. And Anthony said, you know, so I have no hard feelings. I still love you. We cool. I tell you, that broke my heart. And if you see Anthony is the coolest person you would see. So when you see him under the light, he just miserable. He just troublesome. But Anthony talking about Chasney. But my people, Anthony whiter than Chasney. Anthony, you need to come to St. Lucia to get some sun. Tibaila, blah, blah, blah. Eh? So, Anthony, if you're under my live, welcome. You know, we shouldn't hate each other for politics. That's just nonsense. Okay? And thank you for your message, Anthony. It was well received. And my boy, Charlie, thanks for the message. You know, Charlie's so sweet too. And the other ladies and all of y'all, thank you all for being there. So, Anthony, there are some girls. You see the video, I put it on my WhatsApp. And some girls saw you and they say, who are you? So, Prada, if you don't have a wife or a girlfriend, message me because I need to help some sisters in Christ out. And someone else bought me coffee. And the person, that was the first person, when the person heard I was coming on today, the person bought me coffee, and the person said, "My iron lady, you are an inspiration to young women." Thank you, darling. I try. I'm not perfect. I am real. Sometimes I'm so real, it get me into trouble with people that are very close to me. Yeah, sometimes I'm just real. But c'est la vie. And then another friend of mine, Lufel Seeley, all the way in the United States, bought me coffee for the last show. And many of you, Melly bought me, Wendell, AG, someone, Arnold, someone, Marie-Lise, my doodoo, bought me coffee, someone again, someone, Magilda Stanio, and my friend, KPA James, Bibiana Bennett bought me coffee, Hilaria, LC, someone, let me tell you all, I am so thankful you get in with the program and you're supporting the show. As I said, if I go get a sponsor now, I would have to sing their narrative, because when people sponsoring you, they don't want you to say certain things. Now, Susu says the truth, and that is what she's going to say. Now, tonight, a lot of y'all, I am coming down very hard on you. Okay, some people may not know I was on tonight, because I know they expect me on Monday, but you could tag your friends and tell them Susu is here. Now, let me tell you all something. Yeah, Anthony's there giving stress. So I tell you, Anthony love his so thank you, all of you love me, because give me the roses while I am alive. Tell me you love me while I am alive. And I had another supporter. You see my earrings tonight? My earrings tonight is from one of my supporters. I got loads of jewelry, nice clothes, all sorts of things. And I want to say to my supporter, thank you. I don't know how this person knew my size. Who did you call? My children? Who did you call to find out? Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. And let me tell you, when you show me you love me, I'm going to love you 10 times more. There's a song like that, I think, by some lady. Now, people, if you are going to give me something, give it to me good. There is this guy on Facebook, very nice guy. He's a young guy, maybe 30-something. He's on my page, and always talking, really nice and everything, talking. And then one day he messaged me and he said, so, I am at work, but I didn't have time to prepare anything. He was actually working close in my area, and he said, so, I would like lunch. So I said to him, no problem. So then he said to me, he sent back a message, he said, so, I hope I'm not bothering you for lunch. I said, well, it was a Sunday. I said to him, you actually caused me to get up and go and cook, because I was actually feeling lazy. And then I prepared the lunch for him. When I brought the lunch for the young man, you would have thought, some of y'all saw the picture on Facebook. I didn't say who it was, but he came and he said, thanks, so the food was nice. And I packaged that food like it came from Big Chef restaurants. I gave him the nicest of everything. After he ate the food, he messaged me and he said, so, Bode, how did you make that chicken? You need to tell me it's nice. It's not the big chicken everybody eating. It's so nicely cut, and all the other things was so nice. Giving him that plate of food was a representation of me as a person, as a mother, as a woman, as a human being. I could have told him, yes, I bring in the food for him, just drop that in I had some nice disposable plates, that covers, I put it in it for him. I could have just taken that food and throw that food in any old plate, like, the bowls, a bowl, a Tupperware you had there for years, and just give it to the person. No, that's not me. But I have a serious, and he was very thankful, He even tell me so, but these days, I don't think he's in my area. He tell me so, he loved my food. I think they sent him down south, poor chap. But anyway, I say all this to say, do not give me rubbish. If you know you are not going to eat, to wear, or to live in whatever you are given to me, if you know you do not want it for yourself, do not give it to me. And the rubbish people are saying It's the thought that counts. I am not buying that nonsense. If you know you cannot give me a proper gift, if you know that you cannot give me something of value that you yourself would not use, do not give it to me. So when I see people saying it's the thought that counts, it means to tell me you do not value me. Anything I do for somebody, I make sure, if I cannot do it, I will tell you, no, I cannot do it. Okay? Because I am busy, or maybe I am heading out, I cannot cook or cannot do something for you. If I invite you to something at my home, why, or if somebody comes to your home, why should you treat them? Why should you give them the plastic cup you have hiding in the back of the cupboard and not the glass? Right? St. Lucians, I am very disappointed, not in all of you, but some of you. The reason why all political parties, whether it's United Workers' Party or the St. Lucia Labour Party, the reason they are going to do what they want is not because of politicians, it's because of you, the people. Because of the things you say. If you value yourself as a person, you will not accept rubbish or mediocrity from anybody. And it is a shame. It is a shame. And let me tell you why. People in St. Lucia are dealing with y'all because it's here I am living. Y'all will not clap when somebody climbs the ladder. Y'all will not clap when somebody succeeds. But y'all are happy to see a senior citizen given a house like this and say, half a loaf is better than none. Man, keep your damn loaf, I will starve. Some of you are so ridiculous. How many of you are living in conditions in that kind of house they gave the gentleman? I read some of the comments and I could not believe what I was reading. A lot of you in St. Lucia are heartless. I can never be so heartless for any political party, because if it was my rep, Guy Joseph was in that video presenting a piece of cautioning like that to a senior citizen, he would have get it 6 times over. But you see, politicians are going to continue doing what they are going to do because, hear what you're saying, half a loaf is better than none. So you are saying, the poor people of St. Lucia, this is what you worth. This is what you are saying to the poor people of St. Lucia, and y'all are clapping and celebrating garbage. Now, this is why I think people love So. Because she's honest. Because if it was my guy that had given anybody, I would find him and give him his business. This is atrocious. Number one, it shows me that some St. Lucians are not critical thinkers. It shows me that anything goes. Anything goes. This is why y'all elected this government. How dare Richard Frederick? How dare Joachim Henry? How dare Philip J. Pierre, and by extension the government of St. Lucia, insult the people of St. Lucia like this and the senior citizen? Have you seen the houses done by Skerrit, by Roosevelt? Skerrit will always win, whether he's not perfect. We all know he ain't perfect, but he will always win his seat. When I saw what Skerrit did for his people with the CIP money, it was mind-boggling. And St. Lucia Labour Party supporters, Some even came and cursed me and telling me all kind of things. Saying, Lucia Labour Party supporters, this is what y'all are worth. And this is why y'all elected this government. Because it tells me if you can support this, this is what you support and this is what you worth. So this is why y'all are starving. Not even water they're putting on your dry tongue, but you're supporting them. One of my supporters on Twin Peters on YouTube is saying that was rubbish in my view. Absolutely, this was rubbish. Now, whoever is Twin Peter is operating under a fake name. The person says, so can cook, I know that for sure. And anybody who knows me know I'm a badass cook. Anyway, so they are clapping, clap is your birthday. I'm going to show you the video. So hot Richard Frederick, so hot Philip J. Pierre, so hot Joachim Henry. How dare y'all, how dare y'all, how dare y'all, how dare y'all, how dare y'all do that to a senior citizen? Look at the rubbish, take a look at the video.
Is social consciousness by not putting in the price of the land. You will be paying what the apartment cost. That is how we put people first. And so the average gas attendant can buy a condo for $100 and something thousand dollars. We have to empower our people. We have to put them first. For too long, it has been friends, family, and foreigners. It is now time for us. And in that regard, help us. We will help you. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed, we appreciate the contribution of our ministers, and as we all heard, of course, even with the furnishings for Buckawin, let's give them a hand of applause. Indeed, this is a wonderful initiative, and I think the very first for Cass Street Southeast underneath the Housing Assistance Program. Let's give them a round of applause again. Wonderful, wonderful indeed. Now, of course, we come to the highlight. Well, a drum roll. We need a drum roll. The highlight of this afternoon, I invite our honorable ministers to come forward, as well as our PS. Right, I need somebody. Where is the guest of honor? I need somebody, one of our members, to escort him. There's the drum roll, and we will count down, ladies and gentlemen, from 5. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, he will be handed over to him by the Permanent Secretary, Dr. So we're inviting him to open up. I know the entire community is happy and celebrating.
Janelle said Uncle Shas would never. But let me add to this. Guy Joseph would never. The people of St. Lucia, they were fooled with lies and deceit. I wouldn't want to live in something like this. Now, the comments, I really had to take 2 steps backward and really look at the comments and like, wow. It is time, I am wondering, honestly, I know Ashley is always saying that. She is always commenting saying that the mentality of St. Lucian day by day is getting worse. And she don't know if we can save them. Maybe that's why we are at the bottom of the barrel in terms of our IQ. How can somebody say that what this gentleman got was okay? Now, this is where we are always going to stay in poverty in this country. And the politicians and their friends are always going to thrive. Because their aim is to keep you in bondage. Because if you listen to what Philip J.P. said, he said that all of them now who are in government were not born with a golden spoon. So he's throwing words for Alan Shasney. So in essence, not the United Workers' Party administration, because these people, I will show you something in a while, they really were for the poor people. When you look at the St. Lucia Labour Party government, just look at their track record for years. They don't care about people. Let me tell you the philosophy they have. The philosophy they have is to make you believe that they care and making you as a person feel that you need them. I need you, boss. I need $5 to buy a bread. Boss, I need a tank of gas. Boss, I need that. So giving the senior citizen that would not touch their souls because they are accustomed of receiving nonsense. Now, people, let us look at the structure. Put the structure back for me. Philip J.P. did one big charade when they just got into office. Oh, he took $10 million away. Don't worry there, man. Seriously, Guy Joseph will skin the cat. He will skin them. And all the money that was left there for the government. If Alan Shasney had come back into power, people, we made a grave error. If he had come back into power, we'd be light years away. So Philip J. Pierre did his big burara, giving Richard Frederick $10 million for housing. Is that a house? This house, put the $1,500. This is where your $1,500, the $1,500 they promise you, here goes your $1,500. The other one with the $1,500, here goes the $1,500. So y'all are nothing in the eyes of this government. They are saying to you, you worth nothing. Look, the $1,500. Did you hear in his budget anything for the Malawi? And Claudius is writing, and Guy was right to say what he said today, is writing saying the government didn't have to borrow. Of course they didn't have to borrow. Because y'all set your asses there for 8 months. And you know what y'all did? The money Shas had there, y'all draw down on it. Sakwe, hypocrite. And trying to make the people of St. Lucia believe that they didn't have to borrow. Y'all used the money Alan Shasney had there. Y'all drew down on it. St. Lucians need to stop thinking party and start thinking country. Because the Claudias come in and say, oh, I'm proud of my government. They didn't have to borrow. And look right now, in a year, people be smart. In a year, this dude is proposing to borrow $500 million. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. Take it. Look what Labour do, y'all. This dude is proposing to borrow $500 million. In the $500 million, St. Jude is not in there. The Malawi is not in there. He give Bahau the $10 million, right? And this is what they give the man. No shame. Now let me make a comparison between what Guy Zoteka did say a volley. Look, compare what Guy did to what Richard Frederick and Joachim and them cutting ribbon. Somebody, Melly said, it's the ribbon for me. Yeah, it's the ribbon for me. Like, serious. Look at what Guy did compared to what Richard Frederick presented to the guy. Now, people, I need y'all to explain to me. I need y'all to explain to me. A senior citizen, because I have a mother 82 years. A senior citizen, they need their little sink. There is no bloody running water in this house. I saw, well, I didn't see the electrical wire, but I saw one little light. I don't know if it's solar light. I don't know if they have electricity. If you are presenting something to people, you present something of class. A little old man. There are no windows. We are now in 2022 and y'all are behaving like we're in 1800 before Christ. There is no windows for the gentleman. Mosquitoes going to eat him alive. The door has no handle. You see what I love about karma. You don't have to do anything to anybody. Karma will visit them. And Richard Frederick and Joachim Henry, karma is at their doorstep by showing the people of St. Lucia the crap they're doing. This is what you're giving a man? So I want to know if this old man, senior citizen, I want to know if he is going to ease his bowel in the bush or there is a pit toilet in this day and age. Where is he going to cook his little food? Right? The balcony look like is matchsticks holding the roof. The foundation looks like rubbish. And to see Joachim posting that on his page. The house looking like it's ready to collapse, bending forward, leaning forward. Right? The ceiling is not sealed. There's a part, there is a big hole. If you look where that window is open, if you put your eyes up, there's a big hole in there. Anything can pass in, a senior citizen. And on the door has no handle. And people are saying good work. St. Lucians, y'all are an embarrassment to us who knows better, and the people in the outer world are laughing at us. They are laughing at us. So where is he going? Let me tell you, show off is never good. Showing off is never good. This is why Guy Joseph never showed off. He worked a lot. And when before elections, he had a show on Castries, inside Castries Southeast. And Guy Joseph showed what he did for Castries Southeast. I myself ball to see the amount of work Guy Joseph doing. Well, if Guy Joseph was a volley, I shaking his hand, you're a good volley. Because look at what the good volley did, and look at what the clean ones that say they're not corrupt. We're not corrupt. We're a good government. We're not corrupt. Because we have to take care of corruption. Corruption, all the volleys, all the criminals. Yeah, all the corruption.
God have mercy upon us.
And this $10 million, this is what you did for a senior citizen? Are you serious? Are you serious? You know, this is laughable. And the poor gentleman doesn't know any better. And I heard what somebody is saying under the post I did. They're saying, oh, how long has he been living like that? None of y'all go and help. None of y'all did anything. So because somebody has been living in a condition for 20 years, are they supposed to just accept anything a government give them? I thought this government said they were putting the people first, but they are actually putting the people last. They are actually putting the people last. How? And let me tell you, all them labor boys come out from my WhatsApp, blocking your left, right, and center, but I like to hurt you all, so I live in it on my WhatsApp. All of them, midnight, all of them in my WhatsApp, trying to talk to me and tell me, I tell them, back a road with your nonsense. Yeah? And hey, how they smart. Oh, you used to give Shas Mepui to, I say, yes, I used to give Shas Mepui. So what y'all want me to do? Don't give Philip JP Mepui. He getting more than Shas because he's scrappy doing. He's scrappy doing. Right? And this is why I cannot be bought. I will not be bought. I will always speak my mind. Yeah? All of them in my work, midnight, Sao Cafe Apuka Palek Mwe. Alright? I there doing my business. I was doing some work. Sao Palek Mwe. Huh? I am not, let me tell you, I will be honest with you. There is no way in hell I can support this party because they lied. My people, you remember, I showed you all their lies tonight. Lies and deceit. You remember, ha la la. Me mati okamati, and buckle up. If you need to drink water, popcorn, ice cream, go and take it because I licking them down tonight. Alan Chasney is no longer the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, but they cannot get it through their thick skull to govern the country. Alan Chasney was not given the chance to debate the budget. They close it fine. The man, I'm telling you, St. Lucians, I am one third Lucian. I'm French and I'm Trinidadian. So maybe that's why you got this kind of boldness. I have that kind of boldness. But I am St. Lucian, I born and I love my country, but I am very ashamed of my people. Because the IQ, the thinking level makes me ashamed. And I'll show you why. I never come here and lie and tell you crap. I cannot believe. And before I come and tell what I tell, I want them to know. So it means my parents should have been thrown out of St. Lucia and leave me in St. Lucia alone because my parents were not St. Lucians, right? They became St. Lucians because, naturalized whatever because of their parents. A debate if you're not born in St. Lucia. Let me tell you all something. Alan Chasney could have been born in Timbuktu in Africa. I would prefer him as a prime minister over Philip J. Pierre. Being a prime minister, you must have vision. Philip J. Pierre has no vision. So the rhetoric about Alan Chasney not being a St. Lucian, wasn't born here. Boy, people, be careful with this rhetoric. Because many of our children are overseas in big positions, in big jobs, working for those big companies. And they embrace them and they love them. So when I hear we small islanders thinking like that, we are damaging ourselves. The outside world is looking at us like idiots. Many of these employers overseas and these big organizations, you know what they say? They love hiring, not only St. Lucians, they love hiring Caribbean students because they perform and they work well. I am not telling you lies. So when you come here and you trying to berate a man because he was born in Martinique, let me show you people. They were, the Richard Frederick one, imagine they were behind Alan Chasney saying to him, oh, you didn't speak. They gave him licks and mepui, the whole axe. Licks and mepui today saying, oh, you didn't debate it in the house. Alan Chasney was not the only one that did not debate. Alan Chasney did his People's Parliament last night. However, King Kong Bundy did his on Thursday night on his Can I Not Travel show. And you're not giving him mepui. Is Alan Chasney you want to give mepui? St. Lucians are hypocrites. And this is why politicians are going to continue giving you all caca to eat. Take a look.
Do Did you consider your constituents were let down by you not speaking and you not presenting?
Definitely not. My constituents know me, and of course I delivered the speech in its entirety on my show.
Did you hear that? Play this again for the hypocrites at the back to hear.
Did you consider your constituents were let down by you not speaking and you not presenting?
Definitely not. My constituents know me, and of course I delivered the speech in its entirety on my show.
He delivered his speech in its entirety on his show. The disrespect of this government is beyond my comprehension. And when I see people who don't even know where their next meal coming from, defending this politician, what am I left to say? Alan Chasney had his People's Parliament last night. This one had his People's Parliament on his Can I Not Travel show. And nothing for that. Clap, clap, clap. It's his birthday. He's the best. He's the nicest thing that has happened to St. Lucia. Wow, we have 65 watching. Oh, 66 watching on YouTube. Hi guys, love y'all, love y'all. I checking y'all tonight. I live in y'all lot. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Yeah, don't forget support by the coffee people. So y'all heard for yourself. The Can I Not Travel minister disrespected the 180,000 people in St. Lucia, right? And said to the people of St. Lucia, I did it on my Can I Not Travel show. And the other thing I have to say to y'all, I don't like walking in Castries. If I have something to do in Castries, I go try and get it done. Peterson Francis, during his tenure as mayor, when I walked through the city of Castries, it was really nice. Castries right now looks like a flea market. There is no order. There is nothing. Everybody is selling at every corner. You can't even walk. Everybody is selling everywhere. Whereas Peterson and them were trying to put order and give the vendors a better place to sell. We have gone back 10 years with Richard Frederick and this government. Because let me tell you why. People do not like to elevate themselves and their thinking. So Richard Frederick making the vendors, all of them where they are, just sell here and there, making them feel that he loved them. He doesn't love them, because if they loved you, what they would have done is to put you in a place where you are marketable, where you can sell your goods, where people can notice you. People know there is a nice place where vendors have all lovely things and we can go there. Vendors 2x2. Castries have no order again. And you see, change. People refuse to accept change. I am showing you the lies and deceit tonight. I'm showing you them. Now, let me tell you all, my people. They cursed Alan Chasney and his government about the 150 in tax. And I've explained that to you all when I first started my show. The 150 in fuel excise tax, this was revenue collected amounting to over maybe 22 million or more a year in order to provide revenue to the government to go ahead and fix our roads instead of taking loans. But Philip J. Pierre, oh my God, this government is a lying government, and I'm telling you, I'm very uneasy with them, and I want elections to be called, because you know why? I am going to show you the lies and deceit. Promise to fishers. Just now, I don't play it yet. That's really. Listen to that video, and the lies and the deceit is too much to bear. Take a listen.
The St. Lucia Labour Party will remove the $1.50 excise tax on fuel for fishers in this country.
One of the pledges made by the St. Lucia Labour Party while in opposition was a commitment to not require the fishing community to pay the fuel excise tax which the Alan Chasney administration had imposed in 2017. Fisherfolk back then had opposed the application of the tax on the grounds that the tax for roads should not apply to them and that it had made their occupation more expensive. With the recent increase in the fuel price, fishermen have reminded the PA administration of its promise as they call for some sort of relief. Speaking to the press on Tuesday, Fisheries Minister Alfred Prosper, though acknowledging the added burden the price increase would bring to fisherfolk, noted that at times tough decisions have to be taken by the government in the interest of the country.
The increase in fuel does not only impact the fishermen, it impacts the entire country. But you have to understand the government has been subsidizing fuel for many, many years. And there is a point in time where the government has to look at its revenue, because we depend on revenue to take care of our social issues and other issues that we are confronted with on a daily basis. What is happening in Ukraine and Russia is clearly an indication that oil prices are on the rise, and the government has to take proactive measures to be able to address and to reduce the shortfall in terms of revenue. But I understand the fishers utilize quite a bit of fuel. But me too, I use fuel every day to go to work, and you too. So it's an issue that is of concern, and I don't think the government would have taken a decision like that knowing that it is going to impact negatively on our populace. But there are certain decisions that may not go well for everybody, but there are times some hard measures have to be taken in the interest of the country.
Hope, however, is not lost as the minister expressed confidence that the Prime Minister would fulfill his promise, which he first made at an SLP conference of delegates in 2020.
The $1.50 additional fuel excise tax implemented by the government for road rehabilitation will be removed for fishers.
Well, the $1.50, it is a promise that was made, but he didn't say that it was going to be removed in the first 6 months or in the first year. But I know my Prime Minister is one. When he says it, he will make it happen. But I know at the right time, he will make that pronouncement, and that will be done. But I cannot tell you it's going to be this year, it's going to be next year, it's going to be tomorrow. But I know he made that promise, and I know he will live to his promise.
The Agriculture Ministry, meanwhile, will be meeting with representatives of the fishing community to discuss other matters relating to the fishing sector.
This week we were supposed to be meeting all the fishermen's cooperative managers and chairpersons, because we want to really engage them in terms of, helping them build the cooperatives, because I'm really concerned about the fishers in terms of the fishing infrastructure, fishing facilities that are available to them. Just see what is happening with the privatization of the Lucian Blue Ocean in terms of the fishing facilities. I really wish our fishermen would be able to capitalize on the opportunity to manage what belongs to them and to benefit from what belongs to them. But a lot of times these cooperatives do not have the capacity in terms of what it takes to be able to manage those facilities effectively. But I'm currently in discussions with some of those cooperatives to see how that can happen.
For the DBS News World, I am Zane Romulus.
Whoever from DBS who put this clip together, who went out and asked the pertinent question, I salute you. I applaud you. Lies and deceit could be heard coming out from the minister's mouth. They campaigned on removing a tax that they knew that they could not remove. We're in a pandemic. How the hell are you going to remove $1.50? That is revenue for the government of St. Lucia, whereas they have taken a hit with tourism, and you are going to remove it. Did you hear Prosper now? Prosper is trying to pacify the lie that his government said. Prosper is saying, I use a lot of fuel to go to work. You to use it. Government needs revenue. Hey, what he is saying now, the lies and the deceit. He is saying right now that basically he's saying to y'all that revenue, that 150, we cannot take it out. We cannot remove it. We cannot remove it. This is what these people were saying. And I am yet to understand how St. Lucians are saying that Alan Chasney is a liar, whereas the whole government we have in St. Lucia lying. You heard the saying to the reporter, he doesn't know when, he know his prime minister might take it out. Your prime minister cannot take out nothing, Paddle. Your prime minister can't take out nothing. What are you taking out? Right now, he needs all the revenue, and this was something wonderful Shasney did. How are you going to recover millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars by removing the tax? Philip J. Pierre is not right in the head. The campaign was based on lies and deceit, and he is saying right now, the government need all the revenue they need. So this is why you're like getting no $1,500. This is why no $150 fuel excise tax coming out. This is why nothing is coming out. You heard the lies and deceit right before you. They campaigned on this strongly. This is a government du vent derrière. And they want us to work together. How can we work together with liars? Good night, Philippa on YouTube. Good night, Alma. Good night, my people. Thank you. How can we trust these people? How can we trust them? People, I'm going to play that tape for you all to hear again. Listen attentively. Play it again. Thank you.
The St. Lucia Labour Party will remove the $1.50 excise tax on fuel for fishers in this country.
One of the pledges made by the St. Lucia Labour Party while in opposition was a commitment to not require the fishing community to pay the fuel excise tax which the Alan Shasney administration had imposed in 2017. Fisherfolk back then had opposed the application of the tax on the grounds that the tax for roads should not apply to them and that it had made their occupation more expensive. With the recent increase in the fuel price, fishermen have reminded the PR administration of its promise as they call for some sort of relief. Speaking to the press on Tuesday, Fisheries Minister Alfred Prosper, though acknowledging the added burden the price increase would bring to fisherfolk, noted that at times tough decisions have to be taken by the government in the interest of the country.
The increase in fuel do not only impact the fishermen, it impacts.
You heard he is saying tough decisions must be taken by the government of this country in the interest of the people. Lies and deceit. You lied to the people of St. Lucia. Alfred Prosper and Philip J. Pierre and all the other gurus. Lied to the people of St. Lucia. Now you are saying government has to take harsh decisions. Wasn't that the former United Workers' Party administration was doing? The lies and deceit. And St. Lucia, what hurt me, I will take out my tongue here talking, and what really hurts me, y'all will go back and vote for the same cabal. Y'all will go back and vote for the same cabal. Carry on.
Impacts the entire country. But you have to understand the government has been subsidizing fuel for many, many years. And there is a point in time where the government has to look at its revenue. Because we depend on revenue to take care of our social issues and other issues that we are confronted with on a daily basis. What is happening in Ukraine and Russia is clearly an indication that oil prices are on the rise. And the government has to take proactive measures to be able to address and to reduce the shortfall in terms of revenue.
The government needs to take proactive measures to increase the shortfall in revenue. Ukraine and Russia, blame, they burn hypocrite. Shasney had to deal with the scrap. From 2020, 2021, throw him off his rockers. And you just reach. Ukraine and Russia just stepped. You crying? What you crying for? Give me a laughing sound there. What you crying for? Y'all cannot govern. Labour cannot govern, clearly.
God have mercy upon us.
What y'all crying for? What y'all crying for? Ukraine and Russia just at their roro. The pandemic hit Shasney March 2020. What you crying for? They burn a hypocrite. I am going to show the people of St. Lucia that y'all are liars. Thanks, Lucy. Thank you. I'll continue the great job. My YouTube people are hot. A lot of them. YouTube has a lot of people watching. Thank you, guys, and ask your friends to follow me on YouTube. Thank you. So, my people, you see the malpropte we have to deal with. Continue.
But I understand the fishers utilize quite a bit of fuel. But me too. I use fuel every day to go to work, and you too. You know, so it's an issue that is of concern, and I don't think the government would have taken a decision like that, knowing that it is going to impact negatively on our populace. But there are certain decisions that may not go well for everybody. But there are times some hard measures have to be taken in the interest of the country.
Hope, however, is not lost, as the minister expressed confidence that the Prime Minister would fulfill his promise, which he first made at an SLP conference of delegates in 2020.
The 150 additional fuel excise tax implemented by the government for road rehabilitation will be removed for fishers.
Well, the 150, it is a promise that was made, but he didn't say that it was going to be removed in the first 6 months or in the first year. But I know my Prime Minister is one. When he says it, he will make it happen. But I know at the right time he will make that pronouncement, and that will be done. But I cannot tell you it's going to be this year, it's going to be next year, it's going to be tomorrow. But I know he made that promise, and I know he will live to his promise.
The Agriculture Ministry, meanwhile, will be meeting with representatives of the fishing community to discuss other matters relating to the fishing sector.
This week we were supposed to be meeting all the fishermen's cooperative managers and chairpersons, because we want to really engage them in terms of, helping them build the cooperatives, because I'm really concerned about the fishers in terms of the fishing infrastructure, fishing facilities that are available to them. Just see what is happening with the privatization of the Lucian Blue Ocean in terms of the fishing facilities. I really wish our fishermen would be able to capitalize on the opportunity to manage what belongs to them and to benefit from what belongs to them. But a lot of times these cooperatives do not have the capacity in terms of what it takes to be able to manage those facilities effectively. But I'm currently in discussions with some of those cooperatives to see how that can happen.
For the DBS News World, I am Zane Romulus.
Zane Romulus, I tip my hat to you. This is the kind of reporting we need. And your reporting had so much content. It brought life to an issue. Well done, young lady. Now, my people, here finish yet a sargassum time. Look at the floating jetty. And let me tell you, some people in St. Lucia, Lord, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know again. If you're in charge of a ministry and you give somebody a contract, I don't care who the contractor is, but you have your technocrats within that ministry. And I know there are a lot of brilliant people in the ministry to go and look at what is happening. And to tell me you're wasting our money, because what they're doing, that is why they have to buy the $500 million, because they drew down on the money Chasney left there for them. Had Chasney come back in office, you would have never got a budget for $1.8 billion. Look at the floating jetty, my people.
C'est ça, Jeremiah, qui a parlé à la botte là. Regardez ça, va regarder. Regardez où est qu'il a. Et la mère a juste pris un petit soucoué bon matin, un petit soucoué la mère a juste baillé au souhait. Mais, j'ai dit là, il y a des papiers là. Il y a des montes. Ça va avoir ces blagues. Regardez ces boucles là dedans là. T'as poussé ça, t'as cochonné ça. Nous gagnons plein d'informations pour nous passer. C'est pas blague cette cliché, regardez ça. Miko, ouais. Mi pot la pour la comment on va lever pour foutre la mer bon matin. So ka ouais ça. And when people talking about this government, you get to what Miko, regardez ça. Me a jet you from the people of Japan. I'm just only nice and clear. C'est pas ba ma church là. Et regardez l'état jet ya bon matin. Mi il y a this one, beyond pas pas ici à terre. Ça. Regardez. Na ba you fait ba.
The people of Mikud North that went red. What did you all expect? And the insult to the people of Mikud North, let me tell you the insult. The St. Lucia Labour Party, whilst in opposition, portrayed Jeremiah Norbert as the savior, as the one who would come and change Mikud North. he would make a difference. In my humble opinion, the St. Lucia Labour Party, all they do is use people. Now, they use him, he won the seat. If this young man and you so inclined towards the youth, why did you come to the people in the House of Parliament, Philip J. Pierre, to say to the people of Micoud North, and by extension the people of St. Lucia, to say to them, you are not going to give Jeremiah a portfolio, but you use him throughout the 2021 election, portray him as the savior for Micoud North, a young man, portray the guy with his, his unfortunate accident in his hospital bed, doing prayer meeting, you all do prayer meeting. You all use people. This is why I can never, ever vote SLP. When they see they cannot use you, they turn against you. But Soraya Alexander say, Medbodazot. I ain't playing that time. Nobody using me for magic. So they use this guy. So they came to say, oh, he's finishing his degree. He's not qualified. He want to get his degree. He's on study leave. This is why I say St. Lucians are not thinking. Look at the insult. They portrayed him as a savior. They portrayed him as the one who would save Micoud North. And when it was time to give him a portfolio, look at how they insulted your intelligence. They start saying, oh, he have to study. He's on study leave. He have to finish his degree before he gets a portfolio within 6 months.
God have mercy upon us.
We want our country and our lives to return to normal.
So it is 8 months going on 9 months, he has no portfolio. So to the people that turn red in Micoud North, you see what happened to y'all? They use him only to get inside as a government, as a party, and they left y'all in the wilderness. Up to now, Jeremiah has done nothing for y'all. And now they, because I showed this thing on Facebook, they all over giving interviews. Jeremiah will fix. What? You came as the savior. You came as the new person to make Micoud North better. Right? And what did they do you insulted the people who voted for you. And Philip J. Pierre put you deputy speaker and say you're not qualified for a ministry, right? You on study leave. My boy, if you know you were not ready to be in government and you were going on study leave, why did you run for the position? Right? Why did you run for the position? I really would like to know, why did you run for the position? My people, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Now, Flo, stop playing with my internet. You all have been good. Stop playing with my internet. Stop playing with it. I give in the government licks your vex. Stop playing with my internet, Flo. Right? Whoever forming the fool with my internet, stop it. What is showing red? Yes, let me tell you what they have done, Flo. They have interfered with my internet and they drop it to yellow. It's not red again, because we've seen it. They're dropping it to yellow. It's still yellow? Yeah. They drop it. Somebody playing with it, eh? Yeah, it dropping. Are we there now? Yes, you see, I giving them blows and flow playing with my internet, people. They playing with my internet. Yeah. Are we okay now? Yes, Flo just playing with my internet, people. They're just dropping it. Are we good now? So it's still showing. It's on 9:24. It went back. So I have no idea why Flo is dropping our internet, people. They are messing with our internet as usual. As I start giving them licks, they start messing up with our internet. So if Jeremiah Norbert, right, don't run away, people stay. Yeah, they at it again. From the time they see we start giving them licks, they start dropping my things. Somebody is inside of there dropping my internet like wildfire. Somebody at Flo is doing that. I ain't owe them money. I pay them. I ain't owe Flo no money. So somebody inside of there dropping my internet when they see I giving them licks. Don't go, my people. Stay there. Parley. Because I have lots of people on YouTube listening and lots of people on Facebook. Flo is a waste of time. And I cannot go to digital. As I said, digital is not in my area. Madwe Flo. Madwe Flo. Waste of time Flo. Only playing with my internet. Madwe is not larger. Right? All my bills are paid on time. Thank God. I don't have to go and mate for no politician. I don't have to go and beg. Y'all are playing with my internet. Tomorrow I have Guy Joseph on my show. Y'all better don't mess around. All other shows not sticking his mind that sticking Flo. And I believe the person high up in the organization at Flo that called me and tried to help and send the guys to help, I believe this person is an honest person. And I know this person personally too. All right? As one of integrity. I know that person. But some little demon sitting there asking Flo and interfering with my internet. And we can see it. When you start dropping it, we can see it. Look, they're dropping it again. We can see it. We can see they're dropping it. So my people, I'm coming back on Jeremiah. The Ministry of Commerce watching. The Ministry of Commerce watching. Y'all better help the people of St. Lucia. Zotutka watch. I seen everybody that watching. So you see what they're doing to my internet because I hitting them. They are messing up my internet tonight. Don't go, people. Stay. Stay. They have to hear the truth. That's true, G. They can't deal with a powerful woman because all my other things were going good and all of a sudden they dropping it. Flo is a mushkaka. And Flo, I'm going to sue y'all for paying y'all a service, and they have how many other shows that are on now, and they are not sticking. Why am I sticking? So this is why my guests, when they come on, they have to go and hide in another location to come on my show because y'all interfering with their Wi-Fi. So I alone tonight, they're dropping fire on this government ass. Y'all playing with my Wi-Fi. Y'all playing with my internet. Madwezot Flo, mushkaka Flo. I do not owe y'all. And somebody said the Labour government is a cancer. Yes, they are cancer. Shasney, now let me tell you all that. In all the wicked, they say Shasney wicked. Why didn't they, right? Why didn't Shasney close all the radio stations, close all the TV stations and tell them until y'all can pay what y'all owe, y'all can't operate? Shasney could have controlled the narrative while he was in government, shut them down. But no, y'all would have come and burned down the country. But look at what they did. They just come in. They put the weather forecast woman as chairman. And right now, they have sent Sky FM packing. She could not even give us the weather forecast properly. It's telecommunication she understands. It's telecommunication. As a Flo, y'all are a waste of time, and I will start legal proceedings against y'all. I will, because My guests literally have to go and hide in various locations so they can interview with me for y'all not to play with their Wi-Fi. You playing with theirs, you playing with mine. Y'all didn't try that on Alan Chasney because y'all didn't know where he was. Y'all didn't know where he was. Good, stay there, Claude. Don't go nowhere for y'all. Stay and hear the truth. They want y'all to run. What they do, they play with the Wi-Fi so the views can drop and y'all don't come back. Stay there. Flo, we are going to sue you, Flo. Now let's get back to Jeremiah. Jeremiah said that he is going to help the people of Mikudnoth. But you see the sarcasm I showed you. You see the mess. Up to now, Philip J. Pierre cannot give him a portfolio. The Labour Party hierarchy need to throw Philip J. Pierre, throw Ernest Hilaire, throw all of them. Because how could you take Stephenson King and Richard Frederick and give them portfolios, and Jeremiah lost his leg, almost lose his life, and you shove him in a corner like a piece of shit? I will always tell you all the truth. And then we have Granny E. Let's play Granny E. Granny E talking a whole set of nonsense. Right? I was on the line to Floy. I see my person call me back. Let me just send a message to them. Flo, form in the ass. Go ahead. I'm playing the video for you with Granny E.
Minister for Commerce Emma Hippolyte says the government has its hands full dealing with rising inflation. She says the impact of COVID-19 still lingers, and it is now coupled with the detrimental impacts of the war between Russia and Ukraine, creating further supply chain issues and now the rising cost of fuel.
It's the moment where the entire world is focusing on how we deal with increased prices, increasing fuel prices, shortages as it relates to shipping problems and supply chain. And my message remains the same for St. Lucia. We are at the receiving end because we import quite a bit of our food. We need to start rethinking how we consume imported goods versus local goods. I think that, to me, that's the message. Look around you and see what it is that you can start growing and using in a different way.
St. Lucians have also experienced a shortage in staple products such as flour, rice, and sugar. However, the minister attributes this to supply chain problems.
If you follow, as I've said, it is a supply chain that is broken. If you listen to the news, Ukraine and Russia, they provide 25% of the world's wheat. You need wheat to have flour. So not only will have a shortage, you'll also have an increase in price. So it's two issues. So now we have to say, how do we reduce our reliance on wheat flour and see what it is we can produce here in St. Lucia and how we can substitute.
Hippolyte is calling on St. Lucia to consume more local products and to be cautious with their spending in order to curtail the impact of inflation on their households. For the DBS News World, I am Jason Darius.
Let me tell you something. The young people are watching, and a lot of young people watched Uncle Shas last night. And somebody said to me, your son is very brilliant, and he should be on Shas' team, helping them with production and different stuff. I believe in young people. But y'all go and put Granny E there. Y'all take out a young man and put Granny E and hear what she telling y'all. Eat what y'all have, eat what you go. What we going to eat and grow? What are we going to eat and grow? Our hair, Emma? Our hair we going to eat and grow? Is it our hair? You're putting grannies in. The world has evolved. The world has evolved. Is it our hair we're going to grow to eat, Emma? Is it our hair? You heard what the woman said. Oh, look around you. We know the supply chain is affected. But you, Emma, and your government, you are doing nothing to assist the people of St. Lucia. You are wicked. You're telling us to go. I want to know if his hair I go in and grow. I want to know if his hair you sending me and grow. If you want me to cut my hair and go and grow it to eat. Wicked people. people, they have no heart. All of them. What she doing in Dubai? Twice she in Dubai. What Dubai have for us, my lady? You in Dubai twice, but you asking us to eat what's around us. If it's our hair you want us to cut and go and plant and then eat it.
God have mercy upon us.
You know, these people are ridiculous. I have to show you the errors of their way. They don't care. While she was in opposition, oh, when we come in, we're going to increase, get more people to work, get jobs. People are hurting. People are hungry. People, let me tell you who is hurting and hungry. The poor people, all of us are hurting and hungry. Because they have placed all their surrogates. And this is why I love Soraya Alexander with a passion. She can tell all of y'all, me gloire, me savor, go and take a nice bath. Because all of y'all was giving me mepui. Y'all was singing for your supper. I don't sing for my supper. I create my freaking supper. Then they gave one that was giving me misi mepui. A big position. With all your masters, with all your everything, you cannot create employment. This is why Shasney left y'all at the back and looked for the young people. This is why he left y'all at the back and to push the young people. Because if you have a master's, you have PhD, or you have whatever, you should be contributing to the GDP by going and create investment, employment for the people of St. Lucia, and not coming and sit your asses getting big jobs. All of them that was giving me, I create my employment. What are you doing? Look what labor do, y'all. I on y'all like white on rice tonight. And Flo, I'm going to send you a formal complaint tomorrow. Nonsense. Nonsense. This woman is telling people it's grow water around me. All around. Oh, you know what I have around me? Grassy. Grass. So you don't give a damn about people talking about supply chain. That government doesn't care. That government is wicked. So they use everybody they could use. Right? They use everybody they could use. Give them position. Right? Give them position. And what have you done? Now let me explain something to you all, because some of you all, just give me 1 minute, I'm talking to Flo. I think that person at Flo who is high is a very genuine person. There is a germ. There is a germ in Flo doing that. There is a germ. So I want Flo, I know how the system is, to look at my account, see who went into my account and do that nastiness tonight. There is a germ. My people, I cannot understand. Let me show you how. That's why I am different, right? My navel string are tied to no politician. It are tied nowhere. I am fighting for blue, black, yellow, and white, the color of my flag. All of them that were beating drums. I tell you, the person I'm dealing at Flo high up is very genuine. They're on the case. Thanks, darling. No, Flo is getting a bad name because there's a germ in there. A germ. They're escalating my complaint now. I'm talking to the top people. Now, my people, all of them, you have how many masters, how many this, how many that? Why couldn't you leave these jobs for the young professionals who are just starting out? Why couldn't you leave that job for the young professionals? We have too many people seated in government positions who need to get their asses out, go contribute to the gross domestic product of our country, use your technical skills, right? And create employment for the people of St. Lucia, and let the young ones who are coming in get those positions. That's how you create employment. And Philip J. Pierre, I have a child, and when this child is $1 million moves, you know, all I do is encourage him. And you sit in the house and want to beat up Alan Chasney because he was born with a golden spoon. But his mother and father worked night and day to ensure their children have. I saw your daughter eating steak. How many people in the area eating steak? How many people in the area eating steak? How many? Your daughter eating steak, all the nice things. How many people have gone to bed hungry? A lot of y'all are wicked in St. Lucia. And like I said to y'all, this show is not of me. I'm telling you that because I don't have strength to do this show. It is of God. Because these people who pretend they love you, they're there to tick, 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 tick. And you suffer. All of them will clap for Philip Mosozoe and his cabinet of ministers. Because all of them, let me tell you, this hurts my heart. So many brilliant young people. I love young people. They make me look good. Their ideas. They're so creative. You know, all what you see happening there. My 17-year-old son making me look good. A brain make me look good. Mommy, you could do this. Mommy, you could do that. Let me tell you where the money is. With your fig vet, Papu Show Prime Minister. Tell the people go and eat fig vet. The money is in science and technology, and Alan Chasney was onto it. Alan Chasney was onto it, but y'all kick him out. He created employment for the young people, and I listened to him carefully when he was on my show. He was able to call this guy from overseas, say, I am in the States. I'm going to fly over to Austin to meet you, for us to talk, for you to come down here to set up business. Who Philip J. Pierre can do that? The man can't even talk. By the time the man pick up the phone to talk to the person on the other side, the person hang up already. The person hang up already. By the time he pick up the phone to talk, he heard. You know, this is rubbish. You elect a prime minister that can't even call Trudeau and say, hey boy, Trudeau. Just call him Trudeau. Yeah, man, Justin, man. I need to come over, man. I need something for my people in St. Lucia. Remember the health care, the 75,000. Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, we have a magnific vet prime minister, you know. But you know all this thing gone, man? This is what Shas would have been doing. This is what he would have been doing. Right? Pierre can't call nobody. The only person he can call is Fig Vet. Hello, Fig Vet. Yeah, Fig Vet. I telling people to eat Fig Vet.
We want our country
I telling people to eat Fig Vet.
return to more
Fig Vet. Like seriously? Like seriously? Yes, Claudia, Antoine, the youth are brilliant. I am shining. This show is going to the next level. Always thinking. Because of the young people. The young people are so brilliant. You're talking about experience. These children so bright. They just explode in the place. And you put in a granny to go and represent people in Martin that can't even write or speak French. What is going on in this country? What is going on? What is going on in this place? This is madness, my people. This is madness. And put the picture of Philip J. Pierre. This is the prime minister y'all have. Right? And Labour fellas, stop coming in my inbox because I will continue giving y'all pressure until y'all can't get pressure again. I cannot. Labour is not a party that anybody wants as their friend. They're not good. They check for their friends. Yeah, that's what they do. So you see the prime minister, you see him. You see our prime minister. A magi budget and a magi prime minister. Look at him. This is what you'll have as a prime minister. Right? Lying to the young people. Chasney was creating employment for the young people that you have a job. Imagine you getting $3,000 And he was subsidizing. You have to give and take. But Philip JP is just taking, put all his cronies in big position. And the little Malaways, you all are condoning a nasty structure like that given to a senior citizen without any amenities. You all have to be crazy. And somebody said we need a moral prime minister. We do. We need a moral prime minister. This country is crap. This country is crap. Alan Shaste was, and let me tell you, Alan Shaste, poor job, you didn't know. You had to be with all the clicks for them to tell all their friends and influence people for you to win. But you looked out for the young people. You looked for the young people of this country. You look out for the people of this country. The young, the not so young, and the senior citizens. You looked out for them. And he's a Maji Prime Minister we have, according to Alan Shaste. Shaste learning the Creole good these days. You know, I called my Prime Minister after, my Prime Minister, I still consider him. Yes, I was giving him blows, but don't expect me to come in your camp labor. It go happen now or never. I voting for a cow instead of voting for y'all. And I said to Alan Shaste, I said, you did a marvelous job with that speech. You were on fire. And this is what we have to do. And then we spoke for a while, you know, and I trying to encourage Shas to make him realize you're on the right track. You know, I encourage him, you know, and he values my advice, and I love that. So I am going to support him. I cannot support Philip J. Pierre and this vindictive government. There is nothing good about this St. Lucia Labour Party government. Nothing good about this administration. Lies and deceit. Alone with this administration to tell me $10 million and this is the crap you give a senior citizen. This is just nastiness, people. This is just nastiness. Now, before we go, listen to our Prime Minister, Shah, speak. Listen to this.
That is coming back and introducing old ways. They complained and criticized United Workers' Party because they said we did not continue the laptop program. We did not continue the laptop program because it wasn't working. Why are you giving young kids only a laptop with nothing in it? And that's why we introduced the e-books. And the e-books now make it cheaper for parents. Instead of having to spend $1,000 a year to buy new books all the time, it would only cost you $350 a year to buy the license fee for the e-books. And every single time a book is updated, it's automatically updated on the e-books. And the kids can read the books, the teachers know what they've been reading, they can do their homeworks on the books, and they're using a facility that will now help them in life. And I see now the Labour Party, after we left over 5,000 new e-books to be distributed, they have distributed, but now have gone and spent money to buy more laptops. I want to know, who do they know is in the laptop business why they're buying more laptops for kids? Spend the money on the e-books and give the children the e-books so they can progress in life. They said about nice workers. They continuously say that we fired the nice workers. United Workers' Party never fired any nice workers. The nice workers program was for 3 years. We let it come to its end and we replaced it with NAP. And that is how we created the jobs in the South, in Ojo, and all over the South, and to give young people an opportunity to get a job that once they got their foot in the door, they had a salary for them for the rest of their lives. Little Lies said how we reduced the budget for the creative industries last year to $250,000. Didn't that not make sense? What events were we going to have last year with COVID? But because of the success of the programs and the policies of United Workers' Party, they're now in a position to increase those salaries. The Jazz Festival. We had a jazz festival that cost so much money, $14 million. We took that same budget and we showed them that St. Lucia's Carnival could become the best carnival in the Caribbean, and it did become that. We showed them what Creole Festival could be. We showed them what independence could be in this country. You want to come back and bring a jazz festival to pay all that money to foreign artists? We proudly believe in our young talent. And we believe our young talent should be given every single opportunity to shine in the world. And if we're going to spend money, we're going to spend money on our own and not on foreign people.
You heard what Alan Chasney said. If we are going to spend money, we are going to spend money on our own and not foreign people. And if I must add to this, the jazz festival, the country always ran in red, meaning our expenditure was more than our receipts, monies received. So this government is a backward government. Alan Chasney had vision, but many did not understand it. And I am telling you, to all those who are messaging me, there is no way in hell I will support Philip J. Pierre. I have never supported Philip J. Pierre, and I'm not about to support Philip J. Pierre. Right? I am on the right side right now and the side of truth, because this government has lied to the people of St. Lucia, and there is no way I am going to. If I support you, it means that I have no integrity. Right? And they were trying to say all kinds of things about Alan Chasney, but you know what? Figures don't lie. You were able to survive these 8 months without taking a loan because of what Chasney left. This government is very sneaky, and they're hiding many things from the people of St. Lucia. But tomorrow, the man they love to hate, the Dife Paikan, since when that's your role? The boss, Guy Joseph, is going to be with me. And I'm going to write a letter to Flo and let them know that I have important people on my show. And I myself, I am very important. And when you see I sit on my show, you do not, the germ that is in Flo, playing with my internet. If I go on my knees and pray for you, you would not like the outcome. So the germ inside of Flo that is interfering with my internet, because everybody else that has shown tonight, the internet on Facebook is good. Why is Soraya you playing with? This is why I am not accepting any sponsorship from anybody in terms of wanting to advertise, because people want me to sing the narrative. My show is an honest show, and it is for you, the people. And the way you can support me is buying the coffees. So it, like I say, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of research, and you can show your thankfulness for those who have not contributed. A lot of people telling me how to do it. The link, right? The link is always pinned on top of the live. So tomorrow it's hot, hot, hot. Bring your friends, bring your cat, bring your dog, bring your rat, bring everything. Bring everybody tomorrow, because we're going to have a great, great, great time. Be careful, my people. Stay safe, my YouTube people. Oh, YouTube was packed with people tonight. Whoa, my YouTube people, thank you. Love y'all. So love y'all. Y'all were packed. I love y'all too, my Facebook people. You know, I love y'all. Be good and have a blessed night. So love y'all. Bye.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.